Climate change is noted as a process of warmer temperatures over time, affecting weather patterns and disrupting the balance of nature, and the finger is pointed at us. Since 1990, greenhouse gases emitted into the atmosphere through human activity increased by 45%.
If you look at our present situation, 15,000 years ago we were in a glacial period. We're now in an interglacial period, and what has happened now to make it different is that mankind has come along, particularly since the Industrial Revolution, and the extent of carbon dioxide in our atmosphere has increased quite dramatically.
The 5 main supply dams to the Nelson Mandela Bay Metro currently only has a combined water level of 13.5%. As the city faces crunch time, this scenario will be even worse when the next drought cycle takes place.
The population has more than doubled, so there is much more demand on water. So therefore, in essence, this drought is worse. And the next one will be even more worse because we're going to have more people. Everybody asks, is this as a result of climate change? Well, if you go according to the proponents of climate change, floods will be worse and droughts will be worse. In other words, peaks will be higher and troughs will be lower. So if it is climate change, as the proponents of climate change say, yes, our droughts are going to get worse in the long run.
Residents already know the feeling of dry taps, and they are talking about climate change.
I definitely think pollution is number one on our top list, be it from oil, plastic, the water, the mining industry has destroyed everything that nature has to offer. We're having winter in summer, we're having rains and floods at the wrong time of the year. We never used to be like this.
There's this principle of each one teach one, awareness, to create awareness that this is happening and develop coping mechanisms, because we need to help one another, support as big businesses that suffers a great deal. And what happens, the effect of that, the prices of everything goes up. Like the pandemic is also proof of that.
I do think it's affecting us a lot in every way. As you can see, we know about the heavy rains and the flooding in Durban and the drought here in Port Elizabeth. But I think it's a bit like COVID in a way, that no one thinks that you can work from home until you're forced to. And so I think no one thinks they can really make a difference with climate change until we are forced to.
The Noordgedag water augmentation scheme is complete and will soon be fully operational, providing 210 megaliters of water per day to the city. It will stave off a complete day zero scenario, but still falls short of the 300 plus megaliters the metro consumes daily. It is predicted that by the end of May, the supply dams will run dry if no sufficient rain falls. Yolanda Kambile, SABC News in Gqeberha.